What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Weekly Indie Newcomer, the series where you and I take a look at an indie game that's been clattering across my desk over the course of the last couple days. Today we're taking a look at Legends of Pixelia, which is made by SEMA Games. You can get it for $14.99 on Steam if you wanted to check it out. If you've never heard of Legends of Pixelia, it's an action RPG drawing from like Diablo, Gauntlet, and a lot of other references. If you like the graphics from the Atari 2600 or early generation NES games, you'll probably like this one as well. So whereas the presentation is not super modern, there is a lot below the hood of this game. It's in early access right now, so we're probably not going to do a full-on review. We'll probably just do our impressions of the early access. That being said, there's a lot of cool stuff here, and honestly, there's a lot of ways that you can develop your character along the way. There's random gear, there are skill points, there's actually leveling up your different abilities, and so I can see a lot of people killing a lot of time with this game, especially if you got friends to play with. Now, one caveat, I would highly recommend playing the game with a gamepad. Playing it with a keyboard is a bad idea. Would not recommend it. And so if you got yourself an Xbox controller, a PlayStation controller, whatever, hook it on up, play the game. It's got local co-op. It's the sort of game that you could definitely have fun with in the late of night with your best friend. So check it out, Legends of Pixelia. Let's jump on in and we'll talk about it. So I wanted to play an adventure here. I like that. What do you want to do? Well, I'm playing a video game, so I think I'm going to stick with that. I mean, for a second, I was a little bit hungry. I thought about getting a snack, but you know what? Let's just play. I'm going to load a hero. I've got Eli the Paladin. I've got Rexus the Barbarian. There are other options if you wanted to check those out. You can be a Knight. You can be a Barbarian. You can be a Paladin. There's the Sentinel, who's got like a speary thing, but he's not unlocked yet. I got to get to Dungeon 3. I've been bad at the game so far. I've done very, very poorly. The game is quite challenging if you're not good at it, and the thing that I have found out is that I am definitely not quite good at it. There's also, oh, the Sentinel's the only one right there. Okay, so I thought there was another one after the Sentinel. But for right now, I'm probably just going to load my here right now. I like Eli the Paladin. He's my favorite so far, so let's jump on into here. And we've got 5 levels, all nice and allocated, 257 gold. Not going to spend that right now. We'll play around with it after we die. My inventory, it appears as though I don't really have anything in it right now. I thought I got loot with him. We could change the color of our character if we want to. Let's go ahead and be a pink paladin. We can be a pink or a purple paladin. That's all a little. I guess we could be a pale paladin too, although that makes us sound evil. Let's go with purple. We'll be the purple paladin. Off we go to be the purple paladin. So in-game, you're going to play with a control stick just like you would do with anything else. If you press the A button, it makes you do like a basic melee combo right there. Everybody has a different combo, and so you want to try and find a character that does things that you like. So for example, if I'm playing Rexus the Paladin, at the end of his combo, he knocks the enemy into the ground DBZ style, and it bounces him up into the air and stuns him for a little while, whereas with the Paladin, when you get to your third strike, he shoots a fireball that passes through things. Every character has different stuff that they do, and you will find characters that you like better than others. So for example, the Paladin is by far my favorite right now. If I press the B button, I get this attack right here, which is a bigger Kamehameha fireball that passes through everything. If I press the Y button, we shoot a big old Jesus cross, and if I press the X button, we get ourselves kind of like a little AoE flare right there. In addition to all of that, you'll see a little thing at the top. You see how it's lighting up right there, how we got a blue, a yellow, and a red? That corresponds with the Xbox button colors. There's a cooldown on every ability, but they don't cost you mana or anything like that. There's also another cooldown up there that's kind of like a pale, I guess, I don't know, like a taupe color or something. I can't really tell. It's kind of like a lighter green. If you press the right shoulder button, it gives you a shield briefly, and that's going to count as your parry. And that's very, very important because some enemies are faster than you, and there's no way for you to actually run from them or kite or anything like that. You've actually got to parry their blow. So let's go in. We're going to fight with some ghosts real fast. Yeah, let's get it on with the paranormal. Whack, 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 wow, whack, wow. Those ghosts are like, whoa, 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 boo. I don't like this. I don't like what's happening. That's a gold coin right there, worth 10. You can break these pots up here. I typically don't break my pot. That doesn't seem to be a good idea to do that. It's definitely going to make the local guy, I don't know, the local guy that does that sort of thing very, very upset with you. Let's fight with a ghost for just a second. We'll get him separated from everybody else. Now, you see those little brackets that are around the characters? That means they have a shield, and you have to press the corresponding ability on the corresponding colored button to take them out. So this guy, got to get him with an AoE, otherwise his shield stays up forever, and you cannot damage him. On that side, you saw him parry right there. That's right. The enemies are actually pretty smart. They parry you as well, and they tend to time it very, very well. Oh, no, I missed him with my Jesus Blast. Damn it. Without the power of Jesus Blasts, how will I ever... Nope, you will not hit me with your ball right now, pal. Your multicolored ball. Let's wait till that comes back up. You want to shoot at me again? Ooh, Jesus Blasted. There goes your shield. Jesus, fantastic for getting rid of your enemy's shields. Huzzah. I may AoE him. There we go. Let's take him out with an AoE real fast. That door means that we have a boss room right there. I would probably recommend that we just kind of hang tight. There's a lot of other things on the level that we probably want to grab first. So let's go explore. There's treasure. There's like loot. There's lots of good things. I got a frog in my throat for a second. Happens every now and again. It's the downside of doing unedited content. It really sincerely is. These Spiderians up here, they tend to be upset. I'm going to hit you with a Jesus blast. Yeah, nobody hates spiders like Jesus. Jesus is like, hey, spider, stay away from me, ye minion of the 666. Let's go ahead and break open that for another 10 gold. The gold you might be asking, oh no, we've been parried. Okay, so he defeated us right there with his superior spider guile. I'm probably going to go, there we go, Sonic Boom. I don't know, Spider Guile, Sonic Boom. You get what I'm saying. We heal whenever we deal damage. With some of our abilities, they all have different things. I think the Jesus Cross, when it hits things, it gives us a little bit of HP, as I recall. Break that open. That's a healing pot. I'm going to throw out, oh, he parried it. Damn it. So that guy right there, we got to hit him with a fireball. Hadouken! And so there it is. His shield is now down, and we knocked a ghost out. When was the last time you knocked a ghost out? That's right. We play with them hands when we get up in here. Well, we play with that hammer when we get up in here. That's how paladins do it. Let's go ahead and take a swing at him. He's now down. We got a treasure chest up and over here. As you can tell, the graphics are very, very simple, and that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of early NES games, not like the later ones near the end when the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis were already released and pumping out content, but like the NES from like early days, like I don't know, like 1988 in there somewhere. I don't know my dates exact. I'm going to get you right there. I don't know my dates exactly, but you know what I know about dates? They are delicious inside of shakes. If you ever get out to Death Valley, I would highly... Oh, we got smacked with a hammer. Apparently, ghosts come with hammers in this. They got some kind of like weird Inspector Gadget Felix the Cat thing going on where they whip out hammers and hit us. That Acme Accessories contract is definitely paying off in dividends. Down with that ghost right there. I tend to just spam my auto attack, to be honest, and then I use my other abilities. But one of the things I will say is that all of the abilities are really, really useful. They all have kind of like an attached knockback or stun or something that allows you a little bit of breathing room. I highly recommend using them as much as possible. The Purple Paladin so far is doing it. Here, I'm going to get rid of your shield. Hadouken! I'm going to get sued. Oh, that took him out. I don't know if we critted or what happened right there, but we definitely whacked that guy. We whacked him like crazy. We got another potion right there. I'm going to leave that one alone. I actually like the graphical style. It kind of reminds me of playing Pitfall back in the day. That's what it reminds me of the most. I don't know why it reminds me of Pitfall, because it doesn't particularly look like Pitfall, but it just reminds me of Pitfall. He's going to lay down a web. Don't walk into that. It hurts. Jesus Blast of Spider Destruction! Enjoy your Jesus-related death. I don't think Jesus was known for killing people. That seems like one of those things that would be on the opposite end of the Jesus spectrum. Like if you had inverse Jesus, like Jesus to the power of -1, you would have to deal with that. Death Jesus. Like Jesus that's got a little bit more edge to him. I think we'll cut off to the left. Am I being edgy enough right now? I feel like I'm really just bringing... We got a cross, though, as one of our abilities. So I feel like I'm really... I guess we could say that it's a Roman reference. We're putting people on the cross Roman style. But like, oh, ooh, that's a big-ass chest right there. Don't say that too loud when you're in the Victoria's Secret. You might get yourself looked at strangely. So we've got a helmet on already, but we can get a flail. And so you get to pick your treasure when you come in here. You get 2 options for items, and then you can take gold if you don't like any of the options. I actually really, really like that because sometimes you get 2 things that are kind of side grades, or they're downgrades to where you'd have to re-upgrade them. Every single thing does something different. So for example, the rune helm right here, it makes you heal whenever you enter a new room. It gives you movement speed. It's got a forge duration. I don't know what that does exactly. It gives you a little bit. I might actually take that. The flail looks like it makes me attack a little bit better. My attack speed goes up. Oh, well, maybe I want... Let's take it. Yeah, it doesn't feel too much faster, but I bet it is. Let's blow up some chests real fast. I think that one right there with the little ring symbol on it, I think it's a 25 gold. Yeah, it was. It was a 25 gold. So let's grab ourselves some loot, because what's the point of being an altruistic hero if you can't get paid along the way? There we go. We got a bunch of gold out of that one. Gold is spent upgrading your items, so you know that flail that I just equipped? When we get out of the dungeon, it'll actually give us an option, after we die anyways, because the game has a score. You're trying to get the best score that you can as you play. But anyways, when we get out of the dungeon by dying via death, we'll be able to upgrade any gear that we have equipped. So if we have the flare and the helmet, we'll be able to apply some gold towards that to make all of its attributes a little bit better. We're fighting with Doulahan, and so let me knock off his shield real fast. Doulahan's got this little firewall that we got to move around, and so let's duck that real fast. This guy over here seems like he might be a problem, so I'm going to get in there real quick, put a couple blows on him. That's right, and then I'm going to knock your shield off because I can do that. Oh, we both traded projectiles right there. It's unfortunate because I don't like being hit in the face with flying ball-shaped objects. But what are you going to do? The enemies are angry here for some reason. I don't really know why they're so grumpy. I think it has something to do with they're made out of squares. It might not even be that. He's like, my dick is a square and I am so upset. And I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. I mean, honestly, I don't see how the geometric proportions, I mean, you might work well as like a novelty at parties or something like that. I mean, the girls may like it, or the dudes, whatever you're into. They might like that. Something a little bit different they've never seen before. Meh. I mean, use it to your advantage. It's not necessarily a net negative. So you've got square dick. Whatever. It's all good. I don't... Almost got... He's throwing his head at me, by the way. I'm just being funny about it. I'm going to throw a shield on real quick. I would highly recommend not fighting with this guy in melee. He will hurt you. It'll be just like the Busta Rhymes song all over again. Alright, so let's duck down this way. He's shooting vortices at me. We got him with a hit right there, and when he gets up, I'm going to try and time this properly. There we go. We knocked him down. Now we're going to go, Jesus, blast! And that should put him into the wall, like Spirit Bomb style. He's going to fire back with the only thing that he has, aside from his melee attack and his little projectile. The bosses do have a lot of HP, so be prepared for a little bit of repetition in here. I got to wait for his shield to fall off. You're wondering why he's glowing. It's not because he just took a bath or anything. It's because... There we go. Well, Jesus blast him if we could time it right. Oh, he went immune because he's going to fire projectiles at us. Disappointing. All right, so we'll knock him down the old-fashioned way. Shoot one of those at him. Oh, man. Put a Jesus blast on him. He's going to walk straight through it because he's got his shield on for just a moment. Let's just keep moving. Let's go down around the bottom of this. There we go. Hadouken! I don't know if that's going to hit, but if it does, I'll be proud of myself. I am not proud of myself. My self-esteem has been destroyed by the fact that I have bad hand-eye coordination. Every paladin needs to have good hand-eye coordination, and if they don't, it's a career ruiner. You're never going to move up the paladin chain. You'll never be the paladin CFO. Got him right there. Got him with that. See if we can get him one more time with the Jesus cross. Okay, a little bit more damage to be dealt. We took a hit right there. Oh, he's out of the way. Let's grab the health potion along the way. I'm just going to duke it out with him. We leveled up, and now we get coinage. This is my favorite part of the entire mission, like when we get this super awesome room full of coins. Unfortunately, it's like a room full of $1 bills. It kind of depends on the volume that you're getting, but occasionally you get a 5 in here. I enjoy going through and grabbing all of them. Some people will not. I am not one of those people. Like, my favorite part of Smash TV was after you got done and it gave you all the loot, and it'd be like, a toaster! And you got to pick up like 900 toasters. That was always enjoyable to me. Now we shall jump down into the glowing blue. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't know, the interdimensional genitalia here, and then we'll be on our way. We got a stat point to spend, and we can spend it on any of our abilities, or we can stack them up and go after melee passives. The melee passives are pretty good, so I would definitely think about occasionally stocking up a few stat points and throwing them in there, but if you just wanted to go for straight buffs on any of these things, you can do that perfectly fine. It's weird, because I swear, oh yeah, I did level him up last night. I was gonna say, I thought I leveled this guy up already. I will probably... I think... Which one do I like best? That one gives us plus HP. This one gives us an extra heal, though, which I really like. I could keep working. Let's keep working on range, because I like the extra heal ability you get out of that. And so that's going to take us back, and we're going to start the next dungeon. Off we go. Oh, I should have upgraded my... Oh, man, I failed. I should have upgraded my gear in between levels, because if we die, I think it starts you over from 0 to 8. There was Dane the Hiccup. Dane the Hiccup gets me at least once every single episode. It happens when I'm hungry and I record at the same time. I always get hiccups. It's so odd. Ooh, there's old men in this dungeon who are going to beat me. Use the shield! This guy over here, I'm a little bit worried about him. I don't like to fight those old guys right there with the boxing gloves. You fight them in melee and they tend to whoop you really hard. They combo on your ass and it gets scary. There we go. We'll knock off his shield real quick. We'll put one of those through him. If we get them both, that would be even better. I'm going to get him with the explosion right there. This guy, you got to time it right, otherwise he gets you first. There's a lot of timing that goes into this game because the enemies have very specific times that they swing at you. If you time it wrong, they hit you before you hit them. And so it definitely takes some learning to get through it. There we go. We'll take him out real fast. Combo this little guy, whack him, and get him out of the way. I'm not sure what features are being planned to be added because the game seems actually pretty feature complete right now. I haven't made it super far into the game as of yet, but I haven't been denied any content. Like, I've never hit a location where they're like, that's the end. And so, I assume, I mean, it seems like they've released the game more in like a beta state than like an alpha state, I think. But honestly, I think the developers have this tendency to show up on my videos. Oh, I just got smacked in the face. Alright, let's go ahead and take them out real fast. I'm going to try and get a blast going right here. It will go through objects, so if you can make it happen, Captain, make it happen. We'll get the double knockout right there. Got to wait till yellow's back up so I can knock out his shield real quick. There it is. His shield should be down. Let's get him with the combo right there. I love the way the abilities stack up. Oh, he parried me when he got back up. That was a smart move right there. He knew I was lining up for the kill. Took me out with his shield. I'm going to use my shield. The Shield of Purplitude. That's what I like to call it. It's like purple, but with more attitude. Let's run off this way, and then we'll go north and have a look and see what's available for us. A bunch of these guys, huh? Alright, well, oh, that didn't work. Alright, well, we'll use the power of the Roman crucifix to knock him back a little bit. Make him worry about the fact that we might string him up slightly. It is a paladin-y thing to do, to persecute your foes. We'll take him out. He explodes in a weird pixelated blob of blood. Give him a nice little blast over there. Introduce him to the power of our cross. Oh, he parried me on the way out, and then we got knocked out. Okay, that's not good. You don't want to be stunned in this. No, he buried me again. The AI is so much better at this than I am. You know what? I've got you trapped in a corner. Why wouldn't I just do that? Awesome. To the north! Get that ghost all nice and handled real fast. Give him a Jesus blast. He's going to go straight through it. That's what I wanted to happen, though. I wanted him to use up his shield when he got up, just in case. Healing potion right there that I'm going to use for myself because I'm selfish like that. If I had friends, I would look at their health and be, like, considerate. And be like, well, ooh, 71 gold from one pot? That's pretty good. Loverly. All right, so let's take him out. We'll go straight through all those barrels. I love the fact that I can destroy multiple barrels at the same time. This is a good room for us. This is a really good room for us. We got a lot of nice things out of those pots. I think this is a treasure room over here, so let us go bathe in it. Treasure bath! And so we'll have ourselves a treasure bath real quick. I love that noise effect right there. Like, seriously, it reminds me of the Atari 2600, but every time I hear that, it makes me smile. Reminds me of being a kid sitting in the attic. I had this little black and white TV with, like, an 8-inch screen. We'd hook the Atari up to it using, like, one of the old coaxial cables or whatever. Pretty fun times. Over here, we got CDR, so that's the Azure Armor. As it compares to what we have already, it's actually quite a bit better. It gives us healing per room. It gives us defense. Yeah, let's take the Azure Armor. Sounds good to me. I love the color blue. The color blue is good. It's not as good as the color green, but you know what? I take colors where I can get them because I prefer things to be polychromatic rather than in black and white. But yeah, there's a lot of memories that come back. And you know, the indie genre, I often complain about the fact that the indie genre is really sort of fueled by nostalgia. But every now and again, you get a game like this that does it right, where there's actually like substance in the game. It's fun to play. And it's invoking nostalgia, sure, but it's fun nostalgia. It takes you back to when you were a kid. And honestly, I see a lot of games that try and get it right but get it wrong. And I can't differentiate for you the difference between, for example, this game and, I don't know, any other game that actually misses the plot when they try to do it. But somehow this game has done it right, and the other ones have done it wrong. Like, I love the fact that I feel like I'm up in the attic as a kid again, playing the Atari and just kind of like having a good time while my parents are downstairs watching TV. I can almost hear them watching, like, In Living Color or whatever downstairs. Like, I can almost hear them doing it, you know? It's one of those things where it brings back memories, and for me, the gameplay experience is good enough such that the nostalgia blends in with it, and the game is legitimately fun on its own. If it had like a normal graphics set, I'd like it just as much, but the fact that they decided to invoke nostalgia, I think it was a nice choice, and I'm one of those people that's very, very cynical about developers doing those sorts of things. I think a lot of times they replace nostalgia for, you know, substance, and it frustrates me. Realistically, though, I have been enjoying my time with it. I sat down the other night with it, and I ended up playing the game far more than I expected, like way, way more. I love the soundtrack. I like the music. Everything blends, too, because a lot of games do like a nostalgia thing where they only partially do the nostalgia. And so, oh, we got Casper, the unfriendly ghost in here, and he just smacked me in the dome. That's no fun. I think these ones go in zigzags or something like that. Yeah, there they are right there. I'm actually going to have to go through there, so I got to use my shield real quick. We're surrounded, so I'm going to get him with an AoE. He just shielded me. Go ahead and put them all down, and then we'll go for a Jesus Blast right there. We got one of the little ghosts. I took a tiny bit of damage. Oh, I took even more damage. We're getting comboed on, unfortunately. It's very, very easy to lose in this game, so just be aware that you got to play this one. Ugh. All right, there we go. Now we got him lit up. I'm going to run over and grab the health potion real fast because we don't have many options if I don't. It doesn't appear to have helped very much. Let me put a round on him. And then when he gets back up, we'll give him a blast like so. I'm going to go straight through him with my shield. You do take a little bit of damage, so don't overuse your shield. It can get you into trouble. I think that I'm going to hang out right here for a minute. All right, and if I can knock him down, it'll make my life easier. He's retreating. Whoever heard of a cowardly ghost? That's a little bit weird. Oh, I missed. That was my op right there, too. What is he doing right now? He's not like in kill mode. He's kind of just like floating around. All right, well, let's back up. We'll get out of the way of that, because obviously that hurts like hell. I'm going to try and bait a hit right there. And if I can make it happen, that would be great. Let's see if I can knock him down. We'll go for the blast right there. Hopefully I timed it right. And if I did, I was trying to go in for the blue strike right there. Ah! I didn't retreat well enough. Alright, so I want to go around you. Stop trying to hit me with your weird demon hammer. Get you right there. Give you one of those guys real fast. And maybe consider giving you one of those. Ah! Ah, we got splattered. I had my shield up right there, but I can't beat the second boss. Like, I've been trying to run the second boss for days now, and he just whoops me inside out. I think that I'd rather restart the... Can I restart all the dungeons, or is this back to the beginning? I think I keep the gold and everything like that. I don't know. We'll just keep playing. I like the game. I think that everything is on point here, and I think it's one of those games that really kind of surprised me, and I get that a lot with indie games, but that's because I'm super cynical about video games anymore. Like, honestly, when you review games and you go through and you look at a lot of games every single week and you evaluate them for the channel and things like that and see if you want to do a review or if you enjoy them enough to do kind of like a positive review, you become very, very jaded about the whole process. And this is one of those games that I could see myself playing a lot, and in fact, inviting the girlfriend into play, just being like, this is what my childhood was like. I don't know. I enjoy introducing like non-gamers to stuff like this, because this is like, when I think of gaming, this is what it reminds me of in my head. Anymore, I mean, obviously there's going to be a generational gap too, and so I think there's something to be talked about right there. But I like this game. I like it. I can't beat the second boss, and I keep getting my ass whooped inside out, but you know, while we're here, I'm going to enjoy my time with the game. We knocked him on out. Let's see if we can get him again. Ah, he got me with his spider web. Apparently it's some kind of corrosive spider web. We'll knock off his shield real fast. See if we can get a couple strikes in right there. The stun locking is what gets you, and that's actually something that I would actually think about tapering back. A lot of the enemies use knockbacks and knockdowns, and you can be hit while you're down on the ground. And so sometimes you can be comboed on 5 or 6 times before you get a chance to get up. And as you saw in that last fight, we lost half of our health bar just due to the fact that I couldn't get up and there was no way for me to get out of that. My shield cooldown was down, and that was that. You get to enjoy the comeuppance for no longer having any cooldowns. Still, aside from the stun locking, which is a feature that I don't really like, I found Legends of Pixelia to be a lot of fun. I think that, you know, I have my impressions, and I should probably give those a little bit later, but I think it's a game that a lot of people could have a good time with. We'll go off to the left right here, get you with a fireball. Hadouken, obviously. Hadouken all over your chest. Got that right there. He's gonna... Okay, so we'll go ahead and get him with the AoE real fast. We'll take him out. We got ourselves 5 coins right there. I'm just gonna go straight through and fight the boss because I don't see any reason to really slow my roll here. Let's break down his shield with the Jesus Blast real quick when he tries to get back up. We'll get him with the AoE, then we'll get out of the way of that attack right there. A little bit more damage off, so now he's down. I'm going to try and knock him down, and if I can time it right, we'll line him up for that hit right there, and then we'll go in for a third strike with the AoE. Very, very nice. Keeping everything nice and close to the chest. Knock off his shield because I think he's going to be over here in just a second. That's not to call his shield a knockoff. I'm sure it's main brand, and it's perfectly fine. Get rid of you. Maybe go after one of those little guys right there. There it is. And if I could actually... we got him with the fireball. Good. I like hitting things with fireballs. That guy's now down. I think I'm going to go left, up, and over. I want to try that other boss again, but honestly, I don't think we're going to make it within the confines of the episode. It's disappointing to me. I wanted to beat that boss on camera for the first time so that I could enjoy it, but he just whoops me every single time I go in there, and I don't know. Every single time I get comboed on. That's what it comes down to, is I'm good until I slip up that one time, and then I get super nervous about it. I'm just like, nah, and I lose my game. I lose my game. Unfortunately, couldn't take him out right there. All cooldowns are now expended. Oh, I thought he was going to come at me, but instead he ran away. He's going to charge up at the top. Let's go back around. Let's see if we can get him right here. All right, so we got him knocked down. Going for the cross right there. See if we can get him with anything else while we're up and in here, because I would love to get the DPS. He's got a shield on him right there. I don't know what the function of the shield is, aside from the fact to give the boss a chance so you just don't combo him down the entire way. I don't know how you get rid of it either. It just seems like he takes reduced damage whenever he has it up, but I blocked that projectile with my AoE. I learned a new thing that I can do today without knowing. Grabbing my gold and being on our way. Getting that guap, that Skrilla, that cheddar. Enjoyable, enjoyable, enjoyable. Fantastic. Yep. Still making me happy. That little noise, for some reason, still making me very, very happy. On to the next level. Maybe I'll cut this one a little bit longer. This time we're going to try and upgrade our flail. I think I'll probably go... That makes our Y damage better. Okay, I like our Y attack. It's going to cost us... We can equip it. Alright, now that it's equipped, we go to the Blacksmith. And if I go over here, can I put on different armor? Oh, I can. Okay, so it actually archives all the stuff that you have. I wasn't even aware that I had picked up this much stuff on this character. Let's upgrade the flail, because I do use the yellow attack a lot. It's getting expensive, though, so I'll leave that right there. That might be... Oh, it's got forge durability, so it can only be upgraded that many times. That explains what forge is. Okay, so now that I know, let's go all in on this guy right here, because I want to make myself a little bit more resilient, and then back in. I'm going to make this one longer. I'm going to make this one longer, because I like the game enough. That's what it comes down to. I'm going to hit you with a Jesus Blast just to see how much better we're doing. Maybe combo it on in right there. Yeah, that's the... Oh, he shielded himself out of his stun. We'll get you right there. We'll get a little bit of health back from murking you, though. I want to go after this boss. I want him right now. I think that's a good compromise because we can't get back into the... All right, Casper. It's on now, Casper. Let's do this thing. See if I can get my shield up real fast. Now, do those cross on the... Oh, those actually don't cross in the center. So if you can center up, that's actually a better plan right there. I actually never paid attention to the pattern quite as well as I should have, it looks like. The map is a little bit different each time you play, so just be aware that it might change around a tad. I kind of want to be in the center then. I'm going to be over here. They don't bounce or anything like that, so why worry about... I'm going to try and get my shield up, too, because it seems like he's going to take a swipe at me. Now, if the shield's down, get him with that blast right there. See if maybe... Oh, he walked back into it. Good for you, man. Good for you. I'm going to try and get over to here quick enough. Grab myself a potion real fast. And maybe go for an AoE right there, although we might get comboed on, unfortunately. We took a little bit of damage. I'm going to kill this boss, damn it. I want to see the next level. I want the next level bad. I want it so badly. I'm getting that same feeling that I had when I used to play Mario back in the day, and you just couldn't beat that one part, and then you get all excited when you get up to it again. All right, got you right there. Get you with one of these. Oh, that was so much pain for you. If I could combo a fireball at you, that'd be pretty cool, too. I would take that. That would be a suitable resolution to this situation. There we go. And seeing as we've somehow been able to manage... I'm going to try and bait out a hammer right there. Knock him back slightly. Oh, we just got whooped. No! Fireball knockdown. And then get you with like... I'm inside the... No! I got panic again. I wanted to take him out. I'm getting so excited right now. Okay, we got this. No! I have failed. I have failed so miserably. There it is. Give me all of your gilder. Open up the portal to the next level that I might partake of further adventures. This excites me in the way that only adventure can excite me. Shock me. Pour wax on me. Adventure wax. Alright, so in this side, we'll grab our 5s. I was hoping a couple of these would be 10s now. Disappointed. Disappointed. Can't get them Hamiltons. Alright, so we got another point left right here. And I might save those up for a passive. Let's go ahead and go back. Hey. Hey. Let me leave. I no longer wish to do this thing that you're forcing. There we... Learn by stacking 5 stat points. There are a lot of them, by the way. If you want those passives right there, there are a ton of them. So, you know, if you're trying to get some passives, give it your best shot, I guess. Why is it going back to range when I try to go... Huh, that's weird. I guess we have to... We get 5 stat point stacking. How do I... No, I didn't want that. I didn't want that at all. It wouldn't let me leave the menu until I got the stat points up. Weird. Huh. I'll have to investigate that further. That was a weird situation. I don't know what to say about it. I kind of want to have more HP, so that'd be pretty cool right there. Yeah. Let's go with some bonus HP. Let's go check out the next level. See what's up. It kind of looks the same as this level. I do think the game could probably get by with some different tile sets. Like, that's the one thing that I'm noticing is maybe if they could get, like, a new tile set, might work out a little bit better. But I'm sure they're working on it. It's in early access, so whatever, you know? It's time to add more stuff. Knocking out an old man, obviously, because that's the kind of adventure we are. We see an old man, we knock him out quick. But back to the point, I suppose I should probably do some impressions in here, right? That is ultimately my job when I do these videos. I liked Legends of Pixelia. I think everything with regards to the presentation is on point. A lot of games have this problem nowadays where they bank on nostalgia first, and then they worry about putting the game in afterwards. With Pixelia, it's nice to see a developer not get the cart in front of the horse, because everything's tight here. I mean, I like the presentation. It takes me back to the olden days on the Atari or the Nintendo, like I said. I really, really, really like the soundtrack, the chiptunes that they picked. It makes sure that you actually feel like you're in genre. Like some games, for example, will have the pixel graphics, but they'll have like blazing heavy metal music in the background, and for me, that sort of gives me a disconnect. As I said earlier, I'm used to playing games like this in an attic on a black and white TV. Very, very lo-fi, very, very low-tech. And so it's nice to see this come back. I like the solid colors they've chosen, everything like that. There are multiple tile sets, multiple stages, multiple characters for you to play. There's a lot of content here. Every single character can be upgraded in different ways, really however you see fit. I do like the fact that everything feels tight with the controls, because when it comes to action RPGs, that's a very, very important facet. And if you mess that up, it's not recoverable. Like if you've got an action RPG with shit controls, you're going to be in trouble when it comes to marketing the thing. And one thing I am happy to say is that when I play with the thumbstick and I play with the abilities in this game, they all feel like they're supposed to. You move the amount of distance that you expect to. There's no ambiguity with the button presses. Things feel tight. I like how the weapons feel like they have impact, even though they're made out of little squares. When you hit something, they have kind of like a little chug animation. You can knock them down. I like that very, very much. I love the unlockables and all the random stuff. I do think the game would probably benefit from a little bit more enemy variety, but then again, I've been banging my head against the first stage forever, so what the hell do I know? I know that the first stage is supposed to have a lot of undeads and things like that, so obviously you'll have to check it out for yourself. This is kind of that that moment where I do the reading rainbow. But don't take my word for it, because I'm bad at gaming, and so therefore when I was preparing for this impressions video, I didn't make it that far just because I keep losing over and over again. But right around the time I realized I was losing and having fun, I was like, yeah, I'm going to put this up on Weekly Indie Newcomer. So if you're into Gauntlet, Diablo, or any of the, Binding of Isaac clones, you will probably like this game very, very much. It does what those games do, but it adds its own layer of RPG-ness to the whole thing. I do like the customization. I do feel like it's a good game. And so check it out. Legends of Pixelia. It's available right now on Steam for $14.99. I think you can get it for a little bit cheaper if you act fast. It's on 10% discount at the time of publication. But anyways, I will see you all later. Don't forget, get a controller for this game. You don't want to play with the keyboard. My name is Splattercat. This is Weekly Indie Newcomer, the review series that I frequently do. They've been a little bit sparse lately, but development is picking up. I will see you all later. There should be more reviews hot and ready for your perusal in the future. Hi to everybody.